Well, folks, we just took a quick break, and we are back with the girls basketball coach at Calhoun, Coach Jamie Echols. And, Coach, the season is off and running. You come in with a 10-7 record.
11-7.
I'm sorry, I forgot to bring that up.
Last one was a big one.
And tell us a little bit about the last victory.
Well, we played Heritage, and we played Heritage at the beginning of January, and they embarrassed us a little bit, to be honest with you, at their place. And they were ranked number 3 in the state according to Max Preps. And
Really?
Yeah, and they're good. They're a really good team, but we just felt like when we played at their place, we didn't give them our best effort. You know, no offense to them, we just didn't give them our best effort. So we at least wanted to give them everything we had and at least make sure that they played the best version of us. And I thought we played a really good game Tuesday. Heritage, this is a really good region, but I think Heritage plays as hard as anybody we've played. I mean, from beginning to end. And so we told our kids we had to match that physicality and match their intensity. And I think we were more physical than them. I think we were more intense than them, and I think that's why we were able to get the win.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Score?
56-48.
I'm impressed that you remember this because it's been a couple of days.
And I remember it because it should have been better than that, but they made 4 threes in the last 4 minutes of the game.
Oh,
so that had me on edge a little bit. But yeah, it was a good win for us.
Yeah, I'd have parents come up and talk to me after coaching up in Ohio and say, "What was the final score?" And I said, "I don't know."
No, most of the time I do. Most of the time I do not know.
Yeah, I have no idea. 4 seniors on the team.
Yes.
And you're going to
4
list them.
seniors that have, senior night's going to be really sad next week. But, yeah, 4 seniors that have played a lot of basketball for us. They've either started all 4 years or started 3 years and played a lot as a freshman. I mean, they were all a big part of a Final Four team a couple of years ago.
I remember these youngins.
Yes, they were youngins. Now they're old veterans, and they make life a lot easier for me in most regards, a little bit harder in some regards, but they are a great bunch, and they are as good or better off the court than they are on it.
Allie Duke, Shania Dorsey, Kat Atha, and Asia Milam.
Yep, it's a good bunch. Good
bunch. I've watched 3 or 4 ball games. The girls are playing well. As you said, I look out at them and I think, my goodness, they're seniors now.
Goes by fast.
Yeah, it does go by really fast. Off-season practice, you've got 4 girls returning as seniors when you're working out in the summer. Is there a lot? Can you put more on them as far as introducing new things?
Yeah, they have gotten to the point where, and even Jalen Moore, our other starter as a junior, has played a lot of basketball for us. So they're at the point where, when we install something, it doesn't take a ton of practice time to get it, and they've got some pretty good basketball IQ, and so they pick up concepts and pick up things. But they've done that since day one, really, that group.
I was talking with Coach Vince, and we were remarking about Jackson Moore and his length. Jalen Moore's got pretty good length.
Jalen Moore's got good length, and she's got good fundamentals around the rim. And the last couple games particularly has come on and played a lot more consistent and has been the difference maker for us in a lot of situations.
We're going to take on Northwest Whitfield.
Yes.
We're going to be with you Friday for that game. And then Saturday, 3 o'clock start in the afternoon, we'll be with you as you take on Dalton, which was a real barn burner in the previous game, but we'll get to that in a bit. Northwest Whitfield, tell us a little bit about them.
They're good. I really feel like everybody in this region, there's 4 or 5 teams that everybody can beat everybody, and it's just who's going to bring it. And so I would expect it's going to be a fight down to the finish, as most of them are, and it's going to be an intense physical game. And if we can lead in those 2 areas, I like our chances.
They zone, man?
Yes.
Both?
Yeah,
okay.
they're both. They played us a lot of man last time with a little bit of zone. That might be flipped this time, but you got to be prepared for everything when you play them.
Well, I'm going to start with your point guard, Shania Dorsey. I mean, she is so smooth on the court. I don't know there's anything that she can't do on the court. She's quick. She handles the ball really well. She's a good three-point shooter. She can drive to the rim. It does the offense starts with her, and it revolves around her a lot.
It does. And the best thing with Shania is everybody else has matured in their roles. And by that, I mean, I think the last couple years, Shania has felt a lot of pressure where she had to score because, to be honest, if she didn't score, we didn't score. And now with her teammates scoring, she has really turned the page on, she knows she doesn't have to be the one, and she has really got her teammates involved, and it's been really pretty to watch. I mean, she's 5-6 assists a game, and she doesn't pressure herself thinking she's got to score every time.
The thing that I'm seeing in the stats is she's capable of scoring on a lesser talented team 20, 25 points
Absolutely.
a game. But I'm seeing 11,
Yes.
12,
Yes.
16, 18.
It's very much the way Tabby Curtis played for us.
Yes.
If she needs to go out and get us 20, 25 points, absolutely capable of that. And if she needs to get everyone else involved, absolutely capable of that. So she has really done a great job this year of figuring out what the game needs from her and attacking it from that way. And I think it's been by far her best year for us.
Allie Duke can handle the ball. She can dribble. She can pass. She's a wonderful three-point shooter. I just love calling her name out when she sets up and the girls find her open with a pass. But she does a lot of work for y'all.
Allie is at her best when she is playing physical and getting rebounds and fighting it out. And then, her threes and everything else feed off that. She has become such a complete player for us, and that has really helped us. I think last couple years she was very content to sit back and just shoot the three. And now she knows that she's got to get in there and do some of the dirty work, and she's best when she does that.
Kat Atha led the state last year, I think, in drawing fouls. She's doing the same thing again. She is just a gritty ball player. She can drip. She can help break a press.
Yes.
She can get rebounds. You can put her on the best offensive player on the opposing team, and she can shut her down.
That's what we do every night. I mean, we identify their biggest offensive threat, and that's who Kat guards.
If she was a boy playing for her dad on a football team, I see her as a middle linebacker.
Absolutely, middle linebacker, great pulling guard, whatever. She's gritty, she's tough, and like you said, a big part of her game that's evolved this year is she's able to handle the ball a little bit.
Yes.
And when teams want to take shy away, she has no problem bringing it up and helping us break the press, and still bringing it on the defensive end of the floor. So.
Asia Milam is growing up in front of our eyes.
Asia has always done the dirty work.
Yes.
She's always getting rebounds. She's always setting screens. Those things that don't show up necessarily fighting for loose balls in the stats. And the best thing about Asia, you talk about her growing up, and she really has, because Asia knows more than anybody on our team what she can do and what she can't do. You will never find Asia taking a bad shot. You will never find her trying to, do things, to force things. She's a very good player. She's a player comfortable in her own skin, and is had a really, really good year for us. And she's another one, depending on the game and depending. She has scored 14 points for us this year.
Yes.
She scored no points for us this year and has been just as effective. So
just as valuable to the team.
Absolutely.
Your center, Jalen Moore, has. I saw her last year I think I saw her as a freshman also, but last year as a sophomore. She is really maturing. I love watching your team get passes to her in the lane. Her hands are soft, and she's really working that paint area, that rim area, getting rebounds, but putting up shots and really ending the offensive set.
It's nice when you can go down low and get that, and that even helps us playing inside out with Allie and some of the other shooters. And Jalen's got the ability, and she did it Tuesday night against Heritage, double-double. I mean, she could get that every night, and it's just when you've got a kid down there that can play back to the basket confidently and you can get them the ball, because we've got guards that can get her the ball, it really opens everything up for you.
Yeah, and her hands have gotten softer, which I think is a confidence issue.
Absolutely confidence. And you can tell even during a game as she's going along and getting more confidence, and she starts having more and more and more success. So,
with this many seniors and a junior who all started last year, is it difficult breaking the bench players in to where they're into the rhythm?
it was at the beginning of the year, but we've got
mention names if you like.
Yeah, we've got really 7-man rotation, 7-girl rotation. Jalen Johns has come in and has been phenomenal for us. I mean, just unreal what she's given us. I mean, there's several games where she has given us double-digit scoring and rebound, and a great passer, great basketball IQ and vision.
That's what I see.
And that is, I mean, she's just, JJ can play every position on the court, and is long, and she's been a huge asset for us, because we were really concerned about who our bench players could be. And you know, truth be told, JJ is good enough to start for us, but she comes in and just plays beautiful. And then freshman Maury Henderson is another one that I probably did not get enough minutes early in the year, but as we went on and that rotation kind of evolved, she's playing as much as anybody now. And Maury can play guard spot. She can play down low. Tremendous motor. A really good, great athlete with a good basketball IQ. One of the most coachable kids you'll ever find, and has gotten big minutes for freshmen. So.
And talking to you at the last home game, you said, I was talking about we're going to carry the Northwest game, and you said, we got a tough week coming up. You beat this team back on January 7th, 59-50, and it was, I imagine, a bit of a dogfight.
It was a fight. It was a fight until the end. You know, we knew before the season started what this region was going to be. Very, very good region. We're going to send 4 really good teams into the state tournament. I think it's going to be a very exciting region tournament because anybody can win it, and every night it's a fight. And so, you know, when you got Heritage and you got Northwest and you got Dalton, that's a big as week as you're going to get.
Yeah, and we got the Dalton game coming up Saturday.
Our kids wanted to play Heritage and get a little bit of revenge. I think they were embarrassed from the last Heritage game. I think the Dalton game, I hope the Dalton game is like that, because Dalton embarrassed us at their place. We did not play good. They played great. You know, Dalton, the Final Four team last year, I think they're better this year.
You know, I was talking to a fan about that because they lost their big post player who played the point on their 1-2-2 or 3-2 trap defense, half-court defense.
They got a kid in, a guard, she had 37 points against us.
Wow.
Let me put it this way. She had 37 points against us with Kat Gardner.
Wow.
So that says it. And to me as a coach, sometimes it's easier to defend a post player than it is a guard that can do everything. Yeah. And so I think she takes them to another level. So hopefully, and it's not a region game, but we told our kids last time we played Dalton, we hadn't lost to Dalton in 2 years. And we played some huge games against Dalton. And truth be told, we've probably played some games against Dalton where they were the better team, and we won pretty big. So we knew they were ready for us at their place. They had that marked on their calendar. And they will love nothing more than to come here and do here what they did at their place. And our kids were embarrassed. So I think they'll get a better effort from us. And hopefully it'll be a good game, because I think it's 2 really good teams.
Well, Clint Thomas and I will be bringing you the game on Friday. The girls will tip off somewhere around 7 o'clock. It will be streamed on CalhounTDClub.com/listen, the Mixler app. And then on Saturday, we'll be back with the girls. They'll be at 3 o'clock. The boys will be at 4:30, once again streamed again. And we're going to pick up some games, and we're getting region tournaments right around the corner.
It's here. January is a grind. even more so this year with all the reshuffling and making up games and everything. I think at one point we had 4 games in 5 days or 4 games in 6 days. That was the Dalton game.
Yeah.
And
you
so
may have been tired by the time
we were, but it has been tough this January, but I feel like we're kind of back on normal schedule now. So let's finish strong.
6-2 in the region, right?
Yes.
6-2, which is got you in that second
Tied
or
for
third.
first. We're tied because we're with Heritage and Gilmer. We're there, and Heritage and Gilmer have not played each other yet because of snow and everything. I think they play each other twice in 4 days coming up.
That's going to be interesting.
So it'll be very interesting because they're 2 really good teams. So we're right there. If we get the 1 seed, we'll have a chance to host a region tournament. So we're where we want to be. We just got to take care of our business.
Finish the drill, right?
Yes, that's it.
I'm going to let you get back to your duties.
Thanks,
You've been
sir.
listening to Coach Jamie Echols, head coach of the Calhoun girls basketball team, and we've been courtside at the Hive.